Yeah. It is telling me you are now live. What it do, Line Crew? It's your man, Tony the Tycoon, Super Bowl champion, national champion, and now I'm here to be your financial wealth strategist. You are now listening to the smooth tunes of Nipsey Hussle. Hustle and motivate. That's what we're doing, man. That's what this is about. That's what Gridiron Gains is about. And I want to let you guys know something. I've seen it all. From the locker rooms to the boardrooms, ladies and gentlemen. And here's one thing that I know for sure. It's not always the most talented people who win off the field. I'll say that again. It's not always the most talented people who went off the field. It's the most connected. Think about it. You can have all the talent in the world, but if nobody knows who you are beyond the game, I'm here to tell you, you're leaving a lot on the table. Meanwhile, when we look at the opposite of that, someone with fewer stats but stronger connections might be scoring big in life after the game, in life after sport. So you might be thinking, NIL, name, image, and likeness is about your image. And what I'm telling you, what it's really about, it's about your influence. True, you got to do your thing on the field, on the court. But true influence is going to start with relationships. The people you meet, the bonds you build, that's what's going to amplify you. That's what's going to impact your world. Beyond the day. Beyond the game. Because look, at this particular point in life, I'm telling you, the game is going to end. So what we want to do is we want to start making those legacy moves off the field. I want to share a quick story with you guys. You guys know who Justin Tuck is, right? Played in the NFL, won a Super Bowl. But look, he wasn't just chasing sacks on Sunday. I heard something that was really interesting about what he did. He was setting up sit-downs with team owners and business leaders. That's right. Because Justin knew something. He knew that his playing days wouldn't last. He knew that his playing days wouldn't be there forever. So what he did is he used his time in the league to build connections for his future. He even asked the Giants PR team to introduce him to owners. And I thought that was wild, right? Never would have I ever have thought of something like that. And sometimes of the owners of even the opposing teams that he was playing. So now, why would a star defensive end care about meeting suits upstairs? You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to tell you why. Because Justin was already planning for his life after the final whistle. And so while a lot of players were just watching game film and relaxing after practice, Justin was shaking hands and having conversations behind the scenes. And those conversations, right, those relationships, that's what set him up for a thriving business and a career after the game. He went on to get his MBA, and he even landed a role at Wall Street, thanks to some people that he met along the way. Now, these weren't just, casual, hey, nice to meet you type of moments. No. They were very, very, very intentional. They were very strategic and ended up becoming meaningful and purposeful. And I'm here to tell you that what I see is that Justin treated every introduction like it mattered because it did. He had to have asked the questions. He had to have shown genuine interest. He had to have remembered names. Little things that made big impressions and big impacts. And that right there, that's the difference between being remembered and being respected. You might be remembered for all of the highlights that you put out there. Sure, that's very much so doable. But to be respected off the field, you have to show more. You have to bring more than just your talent. You have to bring value as a person, as a human being. So let me break it down for you, right? Your performance gets you in all of these different rooms. Ball out. People are going to invite you in. but it is your purpose that keeps you at the table. You have to show substance. There has to be goals and values and character and vision. And when you show that, people will want you to stick around. You're going to find out that your relationships have the ability to open doors that you didn't even know existed. The right connection can lead you to opportunities you never even imagined. Jobs, partnerships, investments, you name it. The opportunities are endless. I want you to think about it. How many opportunities might have passed you by because you didn't speak up, or you didn't show up, or you never followed up with people? And I can admit, man, I've done it. We've all been there, right? And the key is not to dwell on it, but to learn from it and to do better next time. Now, I want you to flip the script and imagine this. Every NIL meet and greet you go to, college athletes, treat it like a scouting report for your future teammate in business. Every handshake, not just a hello, can be the start of a relationship. Every DM or message, not just small talk, but a potential door to something big. I want you to picture turning a casual conversation with a booster into a mentorship that guides you years down the line. Or an introduction, maybe to a company rep, can turn into a job or a business partnership after graduation, or even after, the professional league. This is what happens when you start seeing relationships as investments and not expenses. We got to flip the narrative there in our minds. That's the power of strategic relationships. So if y'all need proof that this works, let's look at some of the legends who did it right. The greats that didn't just play the game, they changed the game. And they did it through relationships. I'll give you one that comes to mind. Take Michael Jordan. To me, the GOAT himself. I mean, look, everybody knows he has 6 rings. But off the court, he built an empire through partnerships. He didn't just sign with Nike, ladies and gentlemen. He created the Jordan brand. And he was able to work hand in hand with Nike. So he had real stake. And later he used those same connections to become the owner of the Charlotte Hornets. And I was doing my research and even found out that he's a co-founder of a NASCAR team. None of that didn't happen solo. It was all about the relationships that he nurtured. If you need another example, let's look at Kobe Bryant. He didn't just take that Mamba mentality onto the court. He took it into business. He partnered with others to launch venture capital firms. He even orchestrated a sports brand called The Art of Sport. And he didn't just lend his name. He was hands-on. He was learning and working and learning from the experts. Kobe showed that the same passion he had on the court, when combined with the right relationships off the court, man, that thing can create a whole new level of success, man. So much so that he even won an Oscar by teaming up with storytellers and filmmakers, which shows you that that's proof that reaching out beyond your comfort zone definitely is going to pay off. And then we can look at the man himself. Let's look at LeBron James. Even while dominating on the court today, he's been building his empire off of it. And he did it, check this out, by empowering his inner circle. He turned his lifelong friends into business partners, and together, collaboratively, they built a media company and so much more. LeBron networked with Hollywood, tech, sports execs, right? All through building genuine relationships. We've seen him in movies. He's doing this thing. Now people are even talking about him as a future team owner. And that's not an accident. He's cultivating those connections. And he's been doing this for years. So look, there's a pattern here. Whether it's Jordan, whether it's Kobe, whether it's LeBron, all of these guys are champions, but they don't chase clout. They create value. They built something real and lasting with the people that they worked with. They weren't just players. They became partners in their ventures. They sought win-win collaborations, not just off-the-field deals. And they all leverage their relationships to build a legacy beyond sports. And that's what I want for you guys. The trust and the knowledge they shared with others became just as valuable as their athletic skills and abilities. Now, you might be thinking, man, look, bro, those are superstars, dog. Like, I'm just getting started out here. But here's the thing. Every superstar was an unknown name with a dream. What happened is they capitalized on their opportunities by connecting with others. And if they can do it and do it at scale, that means that you can do it too. We all put on our pants one leg at a time. And the blueprint doesn't change. It's the same. So let's bring this back to you guys that's journeying through this NIL situation. Here's the deal. A few years ago, college athletes couldn't earn a dime for their name. Now you can. It's a whole new world. But the real win isn't just the money. It's the people that you meet because of it. There's opportunities and doors that are being opened for you guys. Right now, you have something every entrepreneur wishes they had. Attention and a platform. People, fans, businesses, alumni, everybody's watching to see what you're doing. But here's the question. What are you doing with the spotlight besides scoring points or making tackles? Don't just collect brand deals, collect relationships. Because at the end of the day, those sponsorship checks, they will stop one day. But a solid connection with the right person, man, I'm here to tell you, that can keep keep paying off for you guys for a long time. So how do you start? Let's keep it simple. Why don't you reach out to your alumni who came before you? It's many former players or graduates who would love to help someone from their alma mater. I'm somebody that loves doing that. I do that to this day. It could be a quick message or an email to say, hey, man, I admire your career. Can I learn from you? That can open big doors for you. That shared school or team bond is powerful. You got to use that. Show up at the local events, the business mixers, the charity events, even those booster dinners. And look, man, I get it, man. Sometimes you just rather relax. There's a million places you would rather be, but those gatherings are golden. That's where you meet your business owners and community leaders. You shake hands, introduce yourself, and you thank them for supporting your team and supporting you. One friendly chat at the banquet could turn into an entire internship or a job down the road or a business relationship. And then you actually need to follow up. If a mentor says, hey, man, keep in touch, do it. Send a thank you text after the meeting to someone. After you meet someone, send a thank you text. Drop an update to that business exec you spoke to last month. If a donor helped your program, man, look, let them know. Like, let them know how you're doing. And just say thanks again. They love that. Because very few people take this extra step. So when you do, you become memorable in a good way. You have to make it a point to be known for more than just your highlight reel. Be that person who's respectful and engaged when talking with others. Because your reputation, it will start to precede you. They'll start saying things like, hey, that athlete is really sharp and he's appreciative. I want to be around people like that. And that's what you want people saying about you. And you got to always keep in mind, it's not about using people, okay? It's about building with people. You're not looking for handouts. You're laying the groundwork. You're laying the foundation, right? You're laying the beginning stages for partnerships. And when you treat people right and show genuine interest, they'll want to see you win. Not only will they want to see you win, they'll want to help you win. So I want you to get practical with this relationship building thing. I'm going to give you guys 3 plays that you can run starting today. Play number 1, initiate conversations. Don't wait around to get noticed. Go introduce yourself. Share a bit of who you are. Ask questions. Ask about them. Ask questions about them. It's not about, giving a sales pitch. It's not about, being real and showing interest. You know what I mean? I mean, it is about being real and showing interest. Excuse me. I'll give you an example. Like, let's just say after a game or an event, you go and you thank a sponsor or a speaker for being there and, just ask them about their work or things of that nature. Or if there's someone you admire online and you just, send them a respectful DM to say, you appreciate their content, or or ask them a thoughtful question. You know what I mean? Like, most people are just happy to connect, especially after COVID, man. We want to connect, but you're going to be the one that have to take that first step. The next play is you got to provide value. I need you to think about what you can offer, not just what you can get. Maybe you can help promote a local business that supports your team, or volunteer at a charity event, something that they care about, right? Perhaps you can share an athlete's perspective that might inspire, their employees, or their students, or whatever it is that they're doing, But when you reach out, come with an attitude of giving instead of the attitude of like, can you do something for me? That attitude never wins, guys. Here's something I would love to do with you, or I would love to share with you, things like that. Because when you provide value to people, they remember you for the right reasons. And they often want to help you even more in return. And then the last play is going to be follow up with integrity. Meeting someone is just the start. To really build a relationship, you got to follow up. You got to keep your word, right? So just do what you say you're going to do. If you promise to reach out next month, reach out next month. If someone gave you advice or a connection, hey, let them know how it went. Or just say thank you, right? You can shoot a quick text or email. Nothing, it don't have to be anything fancy, man. Like, hey, great to meet you. Thanks for your time, right? But these are just little actions that are extremely huge, guys. And then being consistent and genuine in the follow-up. That's the thing that's going to set you apart. That's the thing that's going to show that, you're reliable and you're grateful. And those are two qualities that people absolutely love. Okay? So, remember, at the end of the day, your personal brand isn't just about how many followers you have. It's about how you're going to make others feel and the impression that you're going to leave. Show up with respect. Show up with curiosity. Show up with a willingness to learn. And when people talk about you, you'll want them to say that athlete is going places. On and off the field. On and off the court. Right? That comes from how you handle yourself and how you handle these relationships every single day. At the end of the day, the trophies and the titles are awesome. I mean, look, I love mine. I ain't gonna lie, trust me. But just like everything else is like that, they will end up on the shelf. But the relationships you build, those things live on. They become your support system, your ecosystem, your bridge to whatever comes next. And if you want like some backup or anything like that, you'll have those relationships to operate off of. So, y'all know I got to leave y'all with something. Just wrote a free guide called the Athlete Wealth Playbook. I hate the word free, complimentary guide. But what it's going to do is going to dive deeper into turning your on-field success into off-field wealth. And that's going to allow you to make the impact. So you guys go to TonyHills.com and just hit the book situation on there. Y'all will be able to get that. But there's all types of resources and articles and tools that I've put together for you guys. I need you guys to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Tony the Tycoon, because we'll have all types of tips and stories and strategies where I'm going to regularly be breaking down, not just money, but relationship and life skills. I'll be doing that over there, right? So I want to leave you guys with this. You've already earned on your platform. Now it's time to turn that platform into purpose beyond the game. I need you guys to understand that your legacy is waiting. It's waiting on you, but you still got to go out there and build it. And you're going to do that one relationship at a time. So let's build. I hope you guys were able to get something out of this. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep giving you guys the game because I want to truly see you guys win. So